Devin Helmet, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Okay, so we just watched the second press conference between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, and we had our new media reporter there, Skip, and we had sent him a lot of questions. Man, we had a lot of questions for Gervonta and Lamont, and of course, we didn't get to ask them all. But this question in particular, I wanted to ask Gervonta Tank Davis because once again, he moved up to 140 and he came back down. And we heard Stephen Espinoza say the other day that, Gervonta moved up to 140 and he didn't look his best. And I've always suspected that Gervonta felt that 140 was too high of a weight class for him because, it's bigger fighters and they punch harder. So when we asked Gervonta this question, he confirmed that's exactly why he doesn't want to move up to 140. He wants to stay at 135, which means when he says that he would like to fight Ryan Garcia again, that's most likely not going to happen. Because if he were to fight Ryan Garcia, not only would he have to go up to 140, he would probably have to go up to 143 because Ryan has already said there's no way he can make 140, which we've seen in this last fight against Devin Haney. And if Gervonta is not going to go to 140, that means we are most likely going to see Gervonta versus Shakur Stevenson sometime next year. I want you guys to listen to what Gervonta said once again about moving up to 140 and how he felt when he was at 140, I should say.
When you first moved up to 140, did it feel like really different? How different did it feel when you first moved up to 140?
It felt like, I don't know, it just felt like, as far as in the pros and things like that, like as far as like the punching and like the gloves are small anyway, so every punch you feel, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like it was a little too heavy for me, and it made me slow down, like, because I had to be at a certain weight that I'm not used to being at, and I was like training at that weight, so I feel like it slowed me down. Like even now, bro, I be like, the highest I probably get is like 47 or like 50 at the most. Like I really walk around like 43, 40 type stuff on the normal.
Last question, guys.
Huh? It depends though. It depends. Yeah, but I'm not really a fan of going at 140 though. You feel me? Yeah, I would try to get them at 135. They close to it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
So you guys heard, then somebody followed up on the question asking Gervonta, when are you going to go back to 140 or something like that? And Gervonta, he said, it depends, but I'm not really a fan of going back up to 140. He says he'd rather fight them at 135 or somewhere close to 135. So once again, if Gervonta has this 6 or 7 fight deal that he's talking about and he really doesn't want to move up to 140, yeah, he's most likely going to be fighting the champions at 135, or he's going to be fighting some guys at some serious catch weights. Stephen Espinoza, he already made it very clear in his interview, the last interview that he did in New York, that that's the main fight they want to make is Gervonta versus Shakur because there are no other big names at 135. This is what he said. I mean, honestly, Stephen Espinoza, he sounded a lot like Eddie Hearn when Eddie was pushing for Jaron Ennis to move up to 154 and fight Virgil Ortiz. Eddie was saying the same things that Stephen is saying right now, which is that's the big fight to make. So we'll see what happens next year, but I tell you right now, I would be really, really shocked if we don't see Gervonta versus Shakur next year. Unless we see Gervonta versus Teofimo Lopez at 140, which is another fight that makes all the sense in the world if we're not going to get the Shakur Stevenson fight first. Only fighter we know for sure that Gervonta most likely will not be fighting in this 6 or 7 fight deal he says he has is Keyshawn Davis, which is why I believe that's going to put even more pressure on Gervonta to make the Shakur Stevenson fight. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.